One piece of hair. Well, technically, I have so much static right now. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm going to try my hand at some mediumship readings tonight. How are y'all doing? Trying to figure out where I am more comfortable doing readings in my house. Today, we're in front of the cat tree. Hi! That's what we're doing. That's what it is, yo. Oop, that's not spelled right. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi, Elspeth. How are you doing, sweetheart? Feisty as ever. What a crazy day it was today. I'm just going to say that right off the bat because I had a terrible day. So I figured I would come and share it all with you. It wasn't terrible. It was just didn't go the way that I wanted it to. But that happens. Sometimes we can't always get what you want. Can't always have the day that you want to have, right? Readings are not free today, Rihanna. They are $22. If you look at the description box of the video, you will see how much the readings cost, what type of readings we're going to be doing, and how you can pay for your reading. All that information is in the description. Really? I got to do something with this here. All that information. I broke a nail. Biscuits. All that information is in the I just have entirely too much static right now, and I can't even deal with it. It's driving me crazy. There's static everywhere. My day was good with a pinch of great. Well, that's wonderful. Oh, I don't like that. Get over there. Well, that's wonderful. Good with a pinch of great. My day was horrible. I did really bad work today on claims. Thank God it's still training because they moved us to a different state because there was this big health insurance server breach. So they put us in a different state and we have to learn a whole new state, and it's not easy. Kentucky, your Medicaid claims are nuts in Kentucky. My goodness. But I've got my crystal. I'm ready to rock and roll. I got to find what page I was on. Oi. Here's that song again. Luck be a lady tonight. I got some pictures of my mom here. If y'all want to see my mom. I have these in my purse. I took them out of my photo album when I went to Texas when my mom passed. And we used to make these faces at each other. We used to make these ridiculous faces at each other. My mom was so silly. She was just so silly. She'd be like, anyway, my mom used to be obsessed with sun tanning. Riley. Idiot. Anyway, my mom used to be obsessed with sun tanning, and once a summer, at the beginning of the summer, she would take us to the ocean, and she would fill up. She's so silly. She would fill up gallon jugs of ocean water, and then she would take it home, and she would like filter it to get all like the seaweeds and things out of it, and she would spray that on herself and suntan in the yard. My mother was so dark one year, people thought she was black. She was so obsessed with tanning. But yeah, that's my mom. My mommy, God rest her soul, who is no longer with us. But she's always with us. But anyways, those are some pictures of my beautiful mama. Thought that would be nice to share with y'all. Hello, Kaya. Kaya? Did I say it right, Kaya? I feel like I said it right this time. Tell me I did. Did I say it right? Hi, Tanya. I feel like I said it right this time. Did I? Or did I say it wrong again? I always do it wrong. I want to say your name right. I just have a natural instinct to do it wrong, apparently. I did say it right. The day is turning around, y'all. The day is turning around. I did something right today. All of the claims I did this morning, all day long, were just wrong. Just wrong. They were just so terrible. And it was very frustrating. And tomorrow we're supposed to be tested. And I tell you, you like my room, Linda? It's such a plain Jane room, but I do love these curio cabinets. I have 2 of them. Hold on. I've got one over here too. I can put on my crystals and I don't have to dust them. I love that. I don't have to dust because, yeah, I'm allergic to dust. So I like that I don't have to dust them and I can just put them behind the glass. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Kaya, thank you so much for donating. You're wonderful. So this is going to be my first mediumship that I've done in a little bit of time. I was struggling with it after my mom passed because my heart was hurting, and it's hard to reach that type of energy level when your heart is hurting. But I feel good today. I feel like I can do this. So let's give it a shot. Today I learned all the wrong ways to do it. Today I learned all the silly mistakes that you can make doing healthcare claim examining, all the silly things you can get wrong. I got that all out of the way. I got it out of the way. So tomorrow I can test and do a perfect job and pass my certification. And so many certifications, right, guys? Every time I turn around, I'm being tested. Life. Am I right? Life does that to you. Life will test you. You're amazing and your mama would be proud. Thank you, sweetheart. You're a darling. Let's see what we can do for you. I'm going to get a blank page. I'm going to write some things down. I do have a couple of people here for you. Interestingly enough, I have one sitting on the right and the left of me. And we're just going to sit here and we're having a cup of, what is that? That looks like a coffee cup, but it doesn't. That's tea. We're having a cup of tea. She's sweet. She reminds me of you, Elspeth, for some reason. Do you, who's this woman that I have for you, Kaya, that has short gray hair, kind of a small stature? Who is this for you, sweetheart? Hi, Amanda. Thank you for joining on YouTube, sweetheart. You're so nice. Thank you for joining on the land of YouTube. And thank you, Linda, for joining on YouTube. I do have a small following on YouTube because I never used to share to YouTube. And so people just automatically find me on Facebook. But I do love when people watch on YouTube. It's a different format, but it's fun. So I have a small woman here for you, Kaya, and she's drinking a cup of tea. There's no milk in this tea. It just looks like tea. And she's asking me, tell me about your day. So it feels like this is somebody that you would go and visit and catch up with. Yes. Okay. So this is somebody that you would visit, somebody that you would catch up with. Did you ever work in like home health care or in like a nursing facility or something like this? She's telling me yes. And so this is going to be, it's not you, Elspeth. This is going to be somebody that you either helped take care of or somebody that you visited in like a nursing home, a hospice. You do work in aged care. Okay. So this is a smaller woman and she likes to drink hot tea. Okay. And so when she could get around, she's telling me when she could get around, she's smaller built. I'm going to say she's no more than 5'3". That's a stretch, 5'3". Real tiny. Okay. And so she's making me feel like she had some kind of like memory loss. Maybe she was in like a memory care part of the aged care center that you work. Okay. So she's talking about dementia. Okay. And she's telling me that she used to drool. Does this make sense to you? I'm sorry, sweetheart. She's petting my arm like it's okay. It's not your fault. She's also making me feel like her kidneys were no good. Okay. So I feel like I'm in the bed and I'm just in the bed. A diaper. She had some bad kidneys. Like she couldn't control her bladder. Okay. So you work in the, do you have somebody that was someone that you would go to their house and take care of them, but towards the end they had to be in like hospice care or something a few years ago? Okay. So this is what I'm saying. I'm seeing somebody who, this is probably the facility that you worked at. Okay. There's a tiny woman. She had like dementia or Alzheimer's, something like this that affected her memory. She used to have to wear diapers. She did not have control of her bladder. And her kidneys were no good. What is that? A seal? No. Yeah. She's showing me like a little stuffed animal that looks like some kind of water mammal, like a seal or a walrus or something. Maybe it has to do with like her last name. Yeah, I totally understand. Okay. She's coming through because she has a message for you. So we're going to ask her now that you know who it is. And I think the seal might have something to do with her last name, like Seeley or Walton or Wall. I don't know. But she's showing me like a little ocean mammal type thing. So she's telling me just because you were just acquaintances in this lifetime doesn't mean she hasn't known you in several lifetimes prior to this. She said she just had like a outside part to play in your life. Okay. Like like an extra in a movie. All right, an extra in the movie. So she was just an extra in the movie of your life this time around. But she does know you intimately, she said. She knows you very well. She's telling me that you were her daughter before, okay? Did it feel like she had like a soft spot for you, Kaya? Because she's making me feel like there's some people that she's just had a soft spot for, and you're one of those people. Why do I have an alarm? I don't know. All right, what does she need to know? Okay. You wouldn't by any chance have already happened to have hurt your leg recently? Hi, Nicole. I'm racking my brain trying to piece it together. I have a soft spot for a lot of my clients. Well, she had a soft spot for you. And don't you worry about who it is specifically, okay? Because she just has a message for you. It's a bit of a take heed type of a warning, because she's telling me that there is going to be a shift in your momentum after April. Okay, no injuries. That's what I thought. Okay, so after April, there's going to be some kind of injury, either to you or someone close to you, that you're going to have to take care of. Okay, an injury to the leg. I'm literally seeing like a leg cast. So it could be the knee or the leg, but it just feels to me like a broken bone or something. One of those ones that's going to take, good 6 weeks. Oh, sure. 6 weeks to fix. Do you have a client that was a big, or a client or a relative who was a big fan of applesauce? I know. And this is why I feel like you need to be careful. Okay, so this is one of those situations, like, be careful, don't fall on something, don't slip, like on wet stone or something. It feels like a slip and a fall type situation. Hi, Sheldon. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, it's like you're not going to be able to like bend your leg. It's either you or someone very close to you. She's not telling me specifically, but this is going to be something that shifts your momentum, something that changes the pace at which you're going through life right now. Okay. It's going to like mess it up or change it. And we're going to be forced to slow down. So are you doing like high speed in your life right now? Do you have a lot going on? Are you busy all the time? I think that it is. I don't think anything is inevitable. Okay. I appreciate you asking that, though. I feel like forewarned is forearmed. And whenever we have something that is going to shift or stop progress, or stop us from going at the pace that we're going at, it's usually because you're not spending enough energy on yourself, taking care of yourself, recharging your batteries, and it's like just running yourself ragged. Your life is chaos. I literally just said that. You got a lot going on. And it's even so much more important, honey, when we do have a lot going on, to remember to stop and to take care of ourselves. Okay. You have to recharge those batteries, because you don't want them to run down. And it's almost like like those hoverboards, those ones that you charge up and they just stop, and they could just fling you across the room. And that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Like, you have got to take care of yourself. You have got to remember to recharge your batteries, okay? Because you don't want to end up like that hoverboard and just fall down, breaking your leg, and being forced to stop and take care of yourself, okay? Because that, we don't want that, but that is what happens. That is what happens when we don't recharge our batteries or take care of ourselves, love ourselves enough to take care of ourselves, recharge our batteries, and do what needs to be done for us, as well as all the other people in our lives, if we're going to. Yes. So before April, I would love for you to kind of get a handle on that, okay? Just make sure, even if it's just an hour a day, do something that you enjoy. Take a nice hot salt bath with some candles and just relax, maybe a little mood music, something that makes you happy, or sit in the backyard. I know you guys are still having decent weather. You're in Australia, right? I know you're still having a little bit of decent weather over there. You're in Australia, right? I'm trying. I really am. As soon as I feel like things are getting great, something else happens. Yep, that's the way it works. But you still have to take care of yourself. Okay, so the weather is still decent over there because it's not warm here, so it's still warm there because we're the opposites. So go outside and just unwind in the backyard, or buy some water would be sweet. Do some grounding, but just spend an hour a day just worrying about yourself, okay? That should help. If you're going to spend 15 hours a day worrying about everybody else, you should be able to spend at least 1 hour a day worrying about yourself. All right? It's very hot. Well, then when the sun goes down, you can sit out. That's awesome, Sheldon. I'm very excited. I love robins. They're beautiful. So that's what I'm having for you. And I feel like if we can do that, look, your energy is so overwhelmed with the chaos right now, right? And chaos is just energy all over the place. It's very ungrounded. It's just zapping all over the place and attracting all kinds of black hole shit to it. Okay. You're sucking all the negativity to you. So what happens when you spend this bit of time by yourself? I have anxiety so about everything all the time. Yeah. And go outside, ground yourself. Put your bare feet on the ground. Put your bare feet on the ground. Okay. No shoes. Put your bare feet on the ground for like 20 minutes and just breathe. Okay. So the electrical energy of the earth will recharge you. It'll help you to release all that chaotic energy that is just built up from excess overthinking and worrying and all the chaos in your life. Okay. It needs to be released every day. And when you don't release it, it just sits there pinging around like a ping pong ball, causing you to have all kinds of crazy thoughts. Okay. And that's where all your overthinking is causing that chaos in your life. All right. And it's so hard. Y'all just have. Now, I have, on the rare occasion, been an overthinker. Okay, I have. I'm not going to say that I haven't. So I do understand how the brain can kind of go off the rails sometimes, but you have to catch it before it goes there. You have to catch that crazy train before it takes flight. Okay, so as soon as you start spending a couple too many seconds thinking about something, you need to distract yourself with something else. Okay. My sister had a friend that was this way, going to college, daughter working over 40 hours a week. She had a stroke at 48. She was having headaches for weeks, but was too busy to do anything about it. That sounds like Janet as well. I had a customer, God rest her soul, named Janet, 47 years old, just dropped dead one day. Aneurysm. You have got to take care of yourself, honestly. You've got to. Unless you want catastrophic things to happen, the universe will slow you down. I mean, honestly, that will happen if you don't take time for yourself. Like today, I had a garbage morning. Oh, absolute shit. Nothing I did was right. And that was so stressful to me because, I'm a perfectionist. And so not doing things right today was bothersome for headaches, and it was clear. Good. I'm glad you had the MRI for the headaches. The headaches are from your overthinking, honey. You have a buildup of energy in your brain. You need to do the grounding. Okay. ADHD. ADHD is when you have a tendency to bounce all over the place. Stay off of social media, first of all, because that stuff just contributes to short-term memory. Okay. Like it just contributes to not being able to pay attention because you're like swiping videos all the time, on TikTok with their 15 or 20-second videos or whatever. Okay. That stuff contributes to the amount of ADHD that people have. But anyways, I was having a terrible day. And so I went outside after work and I laid in the hammock and I looked up at the sky and I saw a beautiful cloud immediately. And I felt like I was being protected, and I just let it all go. Just let it go. We don't have to be holding the reins all the time because your arms will get tired. Your body will get tired. The rest of you will get tired. Just go outside, let go of all that excess energy. Absolutely, Brenda. That is very, very lovely. I saw a beautiful mermaid cloud today, Amanda. It was awesome. I took a video. Do you guys want to see it? I took a video. Let me see if I can get it to work. My stupid phone. Okay, I got a video. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it to start from the beginning. So neat, right? And when I took pictures, of it up close, I took some pictures. You can even see a face. Look, you can see like a nose, like nostrils and everything right there. You see the nostrils? It was really neat. I was like, man, that's super cool. What? And I thought it was pretty cool. See the mermaid? Whee! It's a female, obviously. First I thought, well, maybe it's my mom. Because that would be cool. But it actually looks like a man with a mustache. Don't you think? I think it looks like a man with a mustache. He's got like a beard and nose and a mustache, eyes and hair. I thought it was pretty neat. So maybe it was King Triton. I don't know. My daughter. Guys, my daughter just sent me this picture. See, we have matching mommy necklaces. It's my baby. Yay. She's an angel. She's too skinny. She's too skinny. Anyways. She just got her Grammy necklace today. It's my mom's ashes inside of here. And my lotus flower necklace. We all got matching necklaces, me and my 3 kids, and there's little bits of my mom in there. So weird, but it's okay. It's okay, but it's weird. Anyway, let's get back to readings. That's what I have. That's what I have for you, Kaya. I said it right. Yes, I got your cat videos. I'm so sorry. I was working today, Sheldon, and it was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. My vibe was all wrong. I did everything wrong today, and I was just having a terrible day. That's why I didn't emoji react to your videos. But I did get them. Nothing could cheer me up, though, because I was just having a poop day. It was terrible. I mean, I'm not used to doing things wrong. So I was sad. Merman. Yes, the merman. Oh my gosh, guys. But tomorrow's another day. And, I knew it was going to be a whack day when my daughter left for school and immediately came back because somebody knocked her water cup over and spilled it everywhere. So she had to refill her water. So I was like, ooh, it's going to be a rough day. And it was. And the only saving grace for all of it was that everybody at work had the same day as me. It wasn't just me messing everything up. Everybody was messing everything up, which made me feel better in a way that it wasn't just me. Which is terrible for me to say. I hate saying that everybody having a bad day made me feel better, but it did. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it. Oh, but it was rough. It was not good. Why? So it's a time change, girl. I woke up at 4:00 this morning, which would have been 3:00 in the morning. What? So yeah, it is messing with people this time around. I did notice that. I noticed that people are kind of like, stupid time change and time change this and time change that. Normally, I don't care. Normally, it doesn't bother me after a day or so. You just get used to it. But why do they even do that anymore? I'm pretty sure farmers know when they have to work. To get the cramps. Oh, man. I really want to thank y'all for putting up with me and for watching my lives and participating in my lives and contributing to my journey. you know? I try not to think about that too much, like my contribution to your journey, or wonder about it if I am doing any kind of positive things for y'all. Like I try not to think about that stuff, because that's just, that's really just like your ego wanting to be validated or something. But I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about how I affect y'all. And so you're probably the same way. You're probably the same way. You don't really think about how you affect me. And you guys have helped me out in so many ways. Like just being able to come on here sometimes and talk to y'all helps me get out of my head when I'm not feeling the greatest about myself, or helps me if I need to vent. You guys are always here to listen, and I appreciate that about y'all. I was just talking to Emma last night, and I was telling her, I'm like, I'm not in a bad place at all, and I'm not in a great place at all. I'm kind of just in the middle, just kind of cruising along right now. And that really is okay. It's okay to have that, because there's going to be fluctuations, just like Kaya is going through. Every time you turn around, it's something. And I've been through it, girl. Every time I turned around, it was something. And it was like that for almost 2 years here, 4 years in Texas. So I've been through it for a long time. So this little neutral that I'm in right now, where I'm just kind of at cruising altitude, and I don't really have much going on. I'm just cruising, and yeah, I'm good with that. I really am, because I know before I'm ready for it, something will change. And I'll feel like I'm not ready, but the universe knows when we can deal with things, right? So I'm just kind of in a holding pattern right now. And yeah, I'm healing. I'm still healing. Death is a fucker. Grief really, works in mysterious ways on you. And it'll sneak up on you when you're least expecting it, and just hit you like a ton of bricks. And that's crazy. I've never known anything in my life to do that. So that's a really interesting aspect of the emotional journey that we get to experience, that tornado of feelings that just kind of touch down out of nowhere sometimes. And you're just like, what the hell was I thinking to make this all happen? And I know people who overthink and people who have anxiety can relate to that too, because I know that happens to y'all. I had an anxiety attack after my mom died. I got sick with the flu or whatever that Emma had, and I had a panic attack that night, the first night that I was really sick. Like, oh yeah, I had a bad panic attack. I thought I was going to die, because my mom got sick and died just, 2 months, a month and a half before that. Yeah, it happened in February. So I had a panic attack. And thank God for my friend who really talked me off the ledge and calmed me down. And just, I was in rough shape, you know. And that was because of my mom's passing, because like she just got sick and died out of nowhere, you know. So, I mean, that caused me to freak out when I got sick because I didn't want to leave my daughter, you know, even though it was just the flu, even though my mother and I are not the same people. If she could get sick and die, my brain's like, you can get sick and die. Even though my mom was a 2-time lung cancer survivor, and thank God I don't have cancer in my timeline. I will not be getting cancer at any time. My mother had a heart condition. I will not have a heart condition. There's no need for me to experience those things because my mother's already done it, you know? So yeah, I just had an irrational fear because of what happened to me recently. So, panic, you know, those emotions can just pop up out of nowhere. I think this is supposed to be live for you, not claiming anything other than what I see. You are talking. I see a heart-shaped rose quartz stone on your third eye. I do not know what it means to you. Well, rose quartz is all about love and healing your heart. And I personally feel like that happens in stages. I don't think that could happen all at once. I feel like just with any other physical wound, emotional wounds have to happen in stages as well. First, you get a scar, like a scab over it, and that's you protecting yourself. You put a scab over your heart and you protect yourself from any further damage. That's what a scab does, right? It protects the inside of you. And so first you get a scab over your wound, and it's still incredibly painful. And you can bust it open at any time if you're not careful, or rip the scab off, God forbid, and make it worse. But you get a scab, and you just have to be gentle with it. You have to be gentle with your scab, and you have to allow that wound some time to really heal underneath the scab. And eventually your scab will crumble into little bitty pieces of scab, and it'll just wear itself off. And underneath you'll have a scar where you've been hurt, a reminder of the pain that you experienced on your journey. But you'll still be able to use that piece of your body. You'll still be able to use your heart. You know, it just might be a little bit tougher for it to get hurt next time. Because scar tissue really does give a good, strong barrier to that. Death is still hard loss. Yeah. It is. And, you know, and I feel for everybody who's lost somebody. And so I wanted to come on and do some mini mediumship readings for you today. As always, whenever I start doing readings, I get so stuffy and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I talk so much. Could be. Who knows? I don't know. If it makes you feel any better. I got the final bill from my insurance company after they amended the estimate many times. Total cost for hitting a raccoon at 70 was $57.87.71. Good Lord. Sheldon, you hit a raccoon doing 70. I hit a curb doing 10. And I had $4,300 worth of damage. tears wash it out so it doesn't get infected. True story. Hi, Penny. How are you? Isn't that nuts? Oh, goodness. My sugar daddy. They sure don't. They sure don't. They're not steel mobiles anymore. Now they're just like plastic. You could just flick it and break a dang thing. I tell you what, that's crazy. That is so crazy nuts. But anywho, I have a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to, please God in the universe, please, holy energy, please let me manifest the brain cells and the neurons and the pathways to remember everything I have to do tomorrow to do these claims the right way so I can pass this stupid certification. Because, man, my brain was not firing on all cylinders today. I literally read through the process. This step, was there any emergency, radiology, anesthesiology, or what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. Anyways, was there any ERAP services on this claim? No ERAP services on the claim. Okay, keep going down through the process. Get to the next process. I, stupid idiot, put a memo on the claim saying that there were ERAP services when there was no ERAP services. And I literally looked and I was like, oh, no ERAP services. Okay, carrying on. Why did I go back and put a memo on the claim that there was when I literally said to myself, nope. Why did I do that? Anyone? I had such a weird, wacky day. So tomorrow has to be better. Don't want to lose my job. If we don't pass the certifications, we can't do the job. So, got to do good tomorrow. I'm going to take all of my vitamins tomorrow and not just my B12. Good Lord. It was rough, but it's going to be fine. I didn't sleep well last night. I got these, okay, I don't know if you heard. The word on the street is linen sheets are very high vibrational material, right? Linen, organic linen, which is natural cotton. They used to use linen sheets in the hospitals back in the day to help heal people. So I bought me a pair of linen sheets and I washed them really good to try and soften them up a little bit. So I got me some organic linen sheets and they've been on my bed 2 nights now and they are hot. Oh, they are hot and stiff. Yes, a little scratchy. I like some soft stuff. I'm not going to lie. The sheets I had on my bed were very soft. But these sheets are warm as heck. And so I was very warm all night long. I even got a little sweaty. So I'm going to have to put a fan on or something tonight because, oh, it's warm, Sheldon. Oh, it's so warm. It's not breathable at all. Not even a little. And I've had very weird dreams, which is normal. When you're having high vibrational dreams, it's normal for them to be all wacky weird. But yeah. I might have to wash them a few more times. But I was very excited about buying them. I saved up because they're pretty spendy. See, and I can't sleep without a cover. It's just a weird kid thing. You know, when you see lots of ghosts and spirits and stuff when you're little, your blankets are the only thing that protect you from that in your mind. And so I am very much aware that that is why I have to have a cover. But that is why I have to have a cover, because of that. And I honestly have to have a blanket. It just can't even just be a sheet. So I have to find like a super thin blanket, because mine's thin, but probably not thin enough. See, it was warm last night, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the healing energy of linen. I went outside and laid on my hammock for an hour today, looking at the sky. And it was so blue, and just that one cloud. Just that one cloud was in the sky. That's just the mermaid. And it was so relaxing, and I felt so much better after I went out and grounded outside. It was wonderful. So do that. If you have an opportunity, go outside, put your bare feet on the ground, release some energy. We are all just natural conductors of electricity, and we don't want to get a power surge. And that's what happens. You know, sometimes you get a power surge in your brain and you start overthinking. You got to release the energy so it flows. Okay. I thought you were going to sleep, Shane. Keeps messaging me, even though he said he was going to sleep. It's not my first mosquito today. Ooh. Oh, well, we don't have them too bad here. We don't have a lot of standing water, Shell. It's pretty dry in South Dakota. I'm not gonna lie about that. It doesn't rain very often. Most of the moisture that we get comes in the form of snow. It doesn't rain very often here. Even in the summer. So we don't get a lot of standing water. So we don't have a lot of mosquitoes here. Maybe you need a comfortable sheet to calm your mind. Brenda, that's a wonderful idea. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should put my other sheets back on there just for tonight. That's a good idea. I need a cover too. I blame Mom for that. Cover up, you'll catch a chill. It's the truth, though. I don't know about y'all, but like I will sometimes have my arms out of the covers doing whatever they do at night. And my arm will get cold, and then I'll have to cover it up, and then it gets hot, and I have to take it down and cover it up. It's a good thing I sleep on myself, because I'd probably hit somebody with all the moving around I do. Ugh. So many mosquitoes in South Jersey. Ooh. Hummingbirds. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for y'all. They get that way at the beach. Oh my God. You do not want to be at the ocean when the sun is still in the sky, but thinking about going down. Oh my God. The mosquitoes. Holy Jesus. So bad. I know it's a horrible mess. I have to get up early for work as well. And it's only 8 o'clock, but I'm going to go probably get into the beds. Since nobody wants to do readings tonight, that's fine. I figured I would come on and say hello to everybody and share my little story. But I'm going to go now. I hope you enjoyed this little hour-long chat. And I hope you'll come and see me again sometime. Next time, I will use nasal spray before I go live so that I can actually breathe out of my nose, because I can't. Job haphazard. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. Good luck to me tomorrow. Wait, good luck to me tomorrow.